Day. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to get this out to the 25. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. On second down now. It's Jennings. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. And this is caught by Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Stafford on first down. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive. And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense. So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys. Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here taken in by Gesicki. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. To throw is Stafford. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. It's Jennings. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike.
On third down, Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Come on, boy. Everybody stay under control. Let's just make plays, man.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Let's put that team on the clock.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now Stafford. Quickly into the hands of Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Phillips. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Big yardage that time for the Jets.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, Jennings. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 58 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
53, check 53. Go, go, go. 53 at the mic. Check back, check back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first.
Running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jennings. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Stafford's throw here taken in by Parker. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 68 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Kill.
First carry for James Conner.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, it's Jennings. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wilson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Rosa's kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Play action, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Keep it up, guys. Mike, 55. What? Move. 3 buds. Mike, 55. Mike, 55. Hey, eat. It's just me and you. Go on. Check 9.
Now it's Wilson. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Again, he finds Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back now here on EA Sports. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Wilson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Rosas now to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Stafford. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Stafford. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's got Fuller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Stafford into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Rosas to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stomping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first down at Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 40 now on second down. Stafford, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Stafford now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. Oh, Wilson going to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be a second down. Stafford over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Got his man. It's the tight end Long. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Stafford. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2.